all the cool
I
stuff.
splurged with my truck purchase. Can't believe 2018 was so long ago, but I feel like I got in under the big appreciation.
Mhm.
Like I think my truck was 54 grand. Like it was
Mm.
new and it's a fancy Ford 2018. And but after that, like once COVID hit, there were these like supply chain disruptions and those trucks went to like 70 and I doubt they got any cheaper since then.
Yeah, cars are a shitty market right now.
Zach, build us
or they're expensive.
gas.
Like the used cars. I know I have friends who are looking for used cars and it's like way worse than it was. And so a lot of them have bemoaned like, should have done this 6 years ago. Like this isn't.
That's what I did. Yeah, I got
6 years
lucky.
ago, it's like maybe
that's what you did with your house, Taylor. Like
so
homeownership is this kind of like, ride to wealth building. And every now and then it crosses my mind. I'm like, I'm glad Taylor got on that ride.
Yeah. Oh, dude, buying a house at the end of 2018 serendipitously, just like, I want to live in a house now. I'm tired of how many homeless people are near my apartment. And then like watching what happened a couple of years later, be like, oh my God.
Dude,
if I were still renting, like it would be a cataclysmic financial endeavor to get the house I live in now. Like have you guys had like the new appraisers show up at your house in the last couple of years?
Mm-mm.
Where like they come by and they tell you, or
they better stay away.
Yeah, like a guy came by and like gave me a letter maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, and was like, "Here's your new home valuation and what your new taxes are going to be on it." And he was like, I wasn't mad at him or anything. Like he's just a messenger, but he had the body language and like aura of someone who had been through the ringer going through the neighborhood. And so I was like, all right, well, good luck out there. Take care.
This wasn't an appraiser looking to sell your home. He was informing you about your new tax rate.
He was like a county representative to like deliver a paper that was like, this is your new responsibility. And I don't know why they didn't just mail it, but yeah, it was a dude.
Because they need to check. That guy needs to check you off a list before they can start charging you. You should have, if you had not answered the door, Taylor, you're fine. That's how that works.
I'm just gonna stay in my house like a lunatic.
No. You hide from anyone who knocks.
That's not sustainable.
Like a normal
pretend
person.
like you're on the run.
Sorry, guys. I forgot I organized that board game night. You all stood there for 4
I don't think that's true. We just get notified in the mail, Taylor, and my taxes still go up.
That's North Carolina liberal nonsense.
I fought my tax appraisal the first time because I just bought my home, and then they came and appraised it for more. And I thought I had a strong argument. I did win. I was like, if I just bought the home for X, you can't tell me it's worth Y. It's worth what I bought it for. I just bought it. And they're like, all right. So they lowered my taxes, but they've since increased it. And I didn't fight it because I'm a lazy bastard. I don't know.
What do you think you could do what could you do to the area to lower the value so that thereby the taxes would be lower? Because I'm imagining sort of maybe some swastikas, maybe we start.
I was thinking car on blocks, boat in the yard.
Yeah. Dude, a swastika would lower the property value. You could just erase it.
No. He's going to fly a swastika flag, Taylor, in his yard. It's going to be the big. You ever see those enormous American flags on the way to Florida? The ones that are like so big, they must cost $25,000 or something.
There's one in North Carolina.
They're huge. Like people from other countries, you can't imagine how big our flags are. Like I know on TV, you don't have that.
The European mind can't comprehend it.
The European mind. I'm serious. I promise you, there has never been a flag in all of Europe that's as big as that flag in Florida is.
I want to know if it's bigger than the North Carolina flag, because the North Carolina flag, I'm promising you, you're like, this Florida flag's giant. This North Carolina flag is no pushover. The guy is in a fight with the government right now. He owns an RV like car salesman lot. Short on words. Okay. And the low-key truth is it's an advertisement. This giant flag can be seen from miles around. Everybody knows where that flag is. When you drive on I-95 or I-40, you're like, whoa, what is that? What if the winds pick up? Wouldn't that like rip the flagpole out of the ground and send it to Florida? like it is an eye-catchingly large thing. And the local government, maybe Greensboro or something, is like, this is obviously an advertisement. He's doing this to draw attention to his car lot, but it's like a Winnebago's. And he's like, no, I just love America that much.
Check this out. Like this.
Okay.
Big shout out to that guy.
This is Florida. this is them raising their gigantic flag in Florida.
I'm watching.
Again, y'all folks in Europe, where you can't imagine the size of our flag and of our actual country many times, because even I, as a grown ass man who went through our wonderful educational system, sometimes the size of Alaska takes me aback.
Yeah.
It is so enormous. Like if you don't know, even if you're American, you gotta fucking pull it up online. You know what I mean? Compare that thing to this wherever you're from. This just Alaska to wherever you're from. It will blow your fucking mind. But yeah, this flag here, so gaudy, so over the top, so gigantic. I think Florida's got you beat. But again, I haven't seen the North Carolinian flag. Yeah. I just believe in Florida man that much.
And this isn't a contest. We can all fly big flags as Americans together.
Woo!
It is a contest, though.
I can't find a picture that shows it in like the
fucking hand on your heart.
Is this the end? Is this the one? Is this the North Carolina?
No, put it forward.
This is Florida.
Put it forward. Just say your heart goes out to you.
See, Kyle's has people in it, so you get a vibe for how large it is. This is I think this is the North Carolina one. I think Kyle's may have mine beat, but not by a lot. Is that how you see it?
I can't tell. There's different perspectives.
So mine's a video. Did you not? Mine's a video.
We're looking at the screen, like next to us.
Yeah. I know we are.
The one video that Kyle made was definitely bigger than this by a lot, because
the flagpole in mine,
like you with like all three of us hands outstretched, it would take.
We
that
can't reach around the flagpole.
Yeah.
The flagpole I would guesstimate to be about 4 feet in diameter at the base.
I think I might be struggling with my own bias. I found a video. They say it's the largest flying flag in America.
All right, let's see that then. That's what I want to see. Show me big old glory.
It's the same thing. It's just the video doesn't. I can show you the video.
Yeah.
Show me. I have to see it first.
It's not showing it next to. It's against the sky. So again, I don't have like a good.
Yeah, should have flown a plane next to that bitch or something. Lay on the ground. Let people stand on it.
The video says it's the largest flag in America on a pole, but again, Kyle's look really big.
Yeah, I think that the Florida flag I think is new. I think I'm going to call that the biggest flag I've ever fucking seen. They put it up in 2021, Clearwater, Florida. If anybody wants to check it out online, it's absolutely absurd. But yeah,
the largest flag in America, the largest American flag, is in Long Beach, California, and has been dubbed the Super Flag. It measures 225 feet by 505 feet and weighs weighs 3,000 pounds and requires 500 volunteers to transport. Each star is 17 feet high, and the stripes are 20 feet wide.
I think California's beating everybody.
Dude, America rules, dude.
Wow.
We're the
Imagine
best.
what that flag costs.
Get in line, rest of the world. We're the best.
I wanted to know what those choppers that are putting out the fires, what they cost, because I see them every now and then be seemingly quite effective, and I'm like, damn, get 10 times as many. Put the fire up. You know, they're 24 million a pop. 24 million a pop, and it costs like $4,000 an hour to run one. So they just bought, and then the other thing, they just bought like 10 or 15 there. Like they've got like 10 or 15 more than they had. They got like a $250 million worth of these things or something, like 200 million maybe. Maybe they should just cut the grass.
You mentioned like a city wanting someone to take down a big flag, and it reminded me of this old story. You guys may have heard of it, where this dude in like Cleveland, or this dude in Cincinnati who lived near the airport, like painted on his roof, "Welcome to Cleveland," because it was like right over an airport, and it was like meant to upset people who were like, yeah, I'm going to Cincinnati for work, and then you see "Welcome to Cleveland" written on someone's house, and they tried to get him to like erase it, and he was like, no, it's my freedom of speech to be a fucking shithead near the airport. Which is so funny.
It's funny. The only people who see it are those arriving on planes from out of town. Like
his neighbors don't even know.
Right? Yeah.
That's such a good prank. I love pranks like that. Nobody's getting hurt. It's just fun.
If your flag is too big, a lot of places will give you guff about it. I think Trump had an issue where his flag was too tall for the city, and so he like went to a shorter pole but put it on a mound of earth or something.
There's a whole King of the Hill about this.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where zoning, like, real and to a greater extent, I suppose, actually, homeowners associations are just. Zoning ordinances. My introduction to that was when I was 13 years old, and what had happened was we live in this very rural farming community, but we're near Lake Hartwell, and there's a lot of Lake Hartwell property also in these very rural communities where most of the money that's tax income is agriculture. I mean, like 90%, like all of it. And so you've got these very wealthy people coming from Atlanta, retiring on the lake, and they don't want to smell chicken shit. And it's like,
fair.
Well, you probably should have spent a little bit more of the nest egg to be on one of those lakes that isn't a county that smells like chicken shit. Because this is Franklin County, Georgia. It smells like chicken shit.
I got a
That's
question.
what we do here.
How often does it smell like chicken shit? Is that pretty much always, or is it like seasonal, every planting season?
Always. And not only that, they complained about the reflection off the tin roofs
I remember that.
was shining on them. Here's the thing about that. After a season of rain, that tin oxidizes and it no longer is highly reflective like that. So it's just another. So these people started trying to change the laws. They tried to rezone a couple of counties, and so many people. I don't know who did it. Somebody got the word out. Somebody made pamphlets and printed out pamphlets and went to every hardware store, every redneck hangout, every gas station, every good old boy rundown barn, and they handed out these pamphlets. This is what's coming. You got a car in your yard? $300. You got this, and he's like, I got a car in my yard. We're working on it. Better get in the backyard. They're going to come write you a ticket. Like all these ordinances that were coming. Going to be a meeting for this at a small government office at City Hall. There are so many farmers that have shown up. They're they're out the door, they're out the front door, and they're in a big crowd out at City Hall. They're like, okay, the meeting's off. It's going to be rescheduled to a new building. We go to the new building a week later. Way too many people for that building. You're like, okay, we have to call it off again. It's going to be at the high school gym. We fill the high school gym.
Damn.
The bleachers, standing room only. And then they start bringing people up on stage to speak in favor of the zoning. And they bring this very well-spoken young lady out there. She says, you don't understand. This is going to be better for everyone. And I distinctly remember, get that bitch off the stage! Yeah, fuck you! Not here, not now, not here, not now. And it's just like,
so,
it was
can I pause
crazy.
the story?
Yeah.
Did you like the guy who shouted her down?
Yeah, we all did.
Pause. Now you know what it's like to be a Philly fan.
No,
You cunt! You stupid cunt!
You're like, that's what we do. We back the home team around here.
We do.
There was this guy. I remember there was a discussion outside the second meeting that got broken up because they couldn't hold us all. And I distinctly remember this person saying something along the lines of, a few people get shot in the kneecap. That'll move this right along. That's all it'll take. Somebody up in the woods at one of these meetings, when one of these people so-and-so comes out, they get their kneecap blown off. That'll be the end of all this. That's all I'm saying. You kind of look around, and nobody was like, nah, violence isn't the answer. No one said
shit.
anything.
You want to be just guy number one? Limping out to your car? Damn it, I'm going with the mob.
And the guy who said it was like, Scary McLarry. Like, I know that guy. Like, he's dead now, but that's like that. I used to borrow machine guns from that guy.
I bet he didn't go out alone,
Russia
though.
videos. Okay, like that guy was hardcore. When you called his answering machine, when you got his answering machine because he was old school, it said, "Not here right now. Probably out checking the perimeter and tending to the booby traps. Leave me a message. Get back to you." And I was like, "Dad, does he have a sense of humor? Because he seems so like autistic when he's around, but that's funny as shit." And he's like, "He's not kidding. He's out tending to his booby traps and checking the perimeter."
painting tunnels on large stones and putting heavy barrels over tripwires like Acme.
Yeah, probably. But more likely, like, I mean, he passed away, and it was scary. I'm told, getting into his house to like get all this stuff out of there and such. He was a hardcore guy. But anyway, the zoning act did not go through. They gave up after.
If you're actually
after that last
building.
meeting.